Affaire IT 94.
Case IT 9421, the prosecutor versus Dragan Nikolić.
Appearances for the prosecution.
Yes, Your Honor. Nancy Patterson, appearing on behalf of the Office of the Prosecutor, and with me is Andrew Powell, the case manager.
Thank you, Ms. Patterson. For the accused.
Microphone, please.
Puriša Ilić, advokat.
Puriša Ilić, lawyer from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Republika Srpska.
Are you appearing for the accused only in relation to this initial appearance, or are you appearing for him for the whole of the proceedings?
Za sada ja sam
For the time being, the accused asked me to represent him at the initial appearance.
Mr. Nikolić, would you stand up, please? Are you able to hear the proceedings in a language which you understand?
Yes.
What is your full name?
Dragan Nikolić.
Dragan Nikolić.
On which you believe that you were born?
26th of April, 1957.
And age?
43.
I'm 43.
Address at which you resided before you were arrested?
Joakima Vujića, 19, Smederevo.
You may sit down. Mr. Ilić, it's common practice within the tribunal for the accused to waive his rights to have the indictment read out in full. Have you had a chance of discussing this with your client?
svakako.
By all means. I should like to inform you that the accused has the indictment in Serbian language. He has also analyzed the indictment, understands all its counts, and is ready to plead identically to all counts of the indictment.
A common sense suggestion that we should take the pleas globally to the indictment. That is the one plea to all of the counts rather than taking them separately.
Tako je. Dobro.
Yes, that is so.
So a very good idea. I'll ask the prosecution about it in a moment. But before you sit down, are you satisfied that he does understand all of the contents of the indictment?
Potpunosti sam ubijeđen, imao je.
Yes, indeed, I'm quite convinced he had enough time to do so. And before his today's appearance, I again assured myself that that was the case because we went through the indictment once again.
Are you satisfied that he understands that he does have 30 days within which to plead if he wishes, but that he may plead today also if he wishes to do so?
Tako je.
Indeed, he has waived that right, and he will plead today.
Operation. You may sit down. Ms. Patterson, what's your attitude towards the suggestion that the accused pleads to all of the indictments at the one time?
Your Honor, I believe our preference would be for him to plead to each count individually, but if you find the one plea acceptable and do a sufficient allocution so that it's clear he fully understands that he is in fact pleading to each and every count, we would have no objection to that.
Thank you very much. Mr. Nikolić, would you stand up again, please? I'm going to ask you whether you plead in the same way to all of the counts in the indictment, and if you say that you do, I will then ask you how you plead to each of the counts in the indictment, that is from 1 to 80 inclusive. Do you understand?
I do.
Do you intend to plead in the same way to all of the counts in the indictment?
I do.
Plead guilty or not guilty to each and every one of the counts being numbered 1 to 80 in the indictment. Guilty or not guilty?
Nisam kriv.
Not guilty.
Sit down. Is there anything else that I have to do other than instruct the registrar about a date for hearing, Ms. Patterson?
No, Your Honor, we would just say for the record that in light of the fact that Mr. Ilić has said he is representing Mr. Nikolić just for this appearance, we will delay turning over the confirmation material until a permanent attorney is appointed. We are prepared to turn that material over late next week if a new attorney is available or whenever that occurs.
It may be that Mr. Ilić will obtain instructions to accept them on behalf of his client anyway.
If that's the case, we're prepared to provide the confirmation material by the end of next week.
Thank you. Well, the registrar is instructed to set a date for trial, subject to any further order of the trial chamber. In accordance with the rules of procedure and evidence, the accused is detained until further order. I adjourn.
All rise for your vote of